some more seeds in. This time it's kohlrabi. I've already made the tray ready. Just drop one in each. And any we don't use, we can pop back in the seed packet. Make sure it stays dry. And keep it in a dry container, which we have here. I keep all of my seeds in. This goes into the house. It doesn't stay in the polytunnel because the polytunnel's too damp. Make sure I've got my pencil. Mark up my tab. Pop that in. Make sure we just cover the seed. Don't need a huge amount of soil above them. They're only tiny seeds. Label. What we'll do, we'll come back in 2 weeks' time to see how things have gone. Some of them will have germinated and start sprouting, and others may still be waiting to come through. Now we're still getting warm temperatures, so I don't put those vents on fully closed. I leave them open. Otherwise it just gets too hot in there and too humid. We're still in early autumn at the moment. So there we are. That's 3 different varieties of seeds planted. And we'll see how they go. The 13th here in New Zealand. And as you can probably hear, it's raining. We're at the tail end of what was supposed to be a cyclone that fortunately missed most of the land in New Zealand. Bypassed us. So we just got a bit of rain, and yesterday we had some wind, but nothing really out of the ordinary for us. So just back in the polytunnel to see how the seedlings are doing. So I'll just turn the camera around and you can have a look at the temperature overnight. If I can get it to turn around. There we go. So today it's currently 18.7 and the peak yesterday was 30.7 with an overnight minimum of 11.9. So we're still in autumn, and here's our seedling trays, and I'll do a recap from the last couple of days. That's our kohlrabi. Quite a few of those germinated, so I'll have to do some thinning. I won't do that today. I'll do that probably in the next couple of days, and I'll show you how I do that. They all seem to have germinated quite well, just one cell with nothing in it. Hi, welcome back. We're at 14 days now after planting our first seedlings. It's the autumn, so these are going to be overwinter seedlings. Possibly we might get radish before the winter, but for the other ones there's an expectation that we're planting them now for them to overwinter. So today, 14 days on, we're in April. It's 18 degrees at the moment in here. Yesterday's peak was 33 and last night's minimum was 9.5. max and min temperature recording, and then to just reset that ready for the next day, we just push the button there, hold. Now that's giving the current temperature, and then over the course of the day it will record the minimums achieved and the maximums. Okay, ideal to keep one of those in your polytunnel or greenhouse, as it helps you know whether or not your plants are going to succeed, wilt in the heat, or freeze in the temperatures. So here's our seedlings at 14 days. This first tray is our spinach. They've put out their first group of true leaves, looking a bit long and straggly, so I might put those straight out into sunlight. Next to them are our radish. They've grown beautifully, developing their first group of true leaves already. Here we have wawasai, which is a Chinese cabbage. Again, they've produced their first group of true leaves. Next to those are kohlrabi. Now they're looking a bit long and stringy, so I think they're not getting enough sunlight in here. Here we are, we're outside now. We're going to put the kohlrabi into a raised bed. Here's one of our raised beds which has been prepared. I just need to angle that slightly. I'll come down here. Yep. So this is the raised bed, and here's our tray of rather spindly seedlings. So I'm going to plant those, and we're going to plant them deep and see if they'll take. Now, kohlrabi don't need to be compressed with each other, they need a bit of space. So in here, I'll probably do 2 rows. All they need is a deep hole to drop into, and they're roughly 6 inches apart. It's just coming on to rain, so we'll do this fairly quick. Now again, only plant in your garden things that you particularly want to eat. Not everyone likes kohlrabi. Not everyone will take the risk of trying something new. So there we are. What's that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 10 kohlrabis. We might do a couple in the middle. So that we don't get unlucky 13, we'll have 14 holes. And there we are. And now we'll get our little seedlings, dig them out. Again, hold them by the leaves, not the main stem. You can see how long and spindly they are. Don't know if I'll be successful with these. So I'm just dropping them in as far as I can. Make sure the soil is pushed back on them, keep them firm. These have gone really spindly, so I'll try and use the ones that look a little bit more healthy. This raised bed looks quite moist at the moment, so I don't think I even need to water this afterwards. Last one. And there we are. So that's our bed for kohlrabi.